Hey everyone, I am Jessica from Willow Vine's Intuitive Vibes, and I'm here to do a collective message. So like the videos, comment, share, and don't forget to subscribe to join the tribe. And thank you to everyone new who has joined the tribe. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so excited. You guys are awesome for all your likes and shares and comments. I really do read the comments, so if I heart your comment, it means I read it. But anyways, I feel all huffy puffy all of a sudden. Like, you know, when you get, I guess you could say worked up, but you get in the energy where you have so much you have to say or something really significant to say, and you get really breathy with it because you're just trying to get it out. That's kind of what I'm feeling here. So someone has something to say and they might be upset about it, like they're aggravated and it's like, oh, I gotta say this, they're stewing on it, or it's just like, oh my gosh, I have so much shit to tell you, you know? I don't know, it's something along those lines. Because what was it? Right before I hit record, I had said, because Siri popped up on my phone because I had said something that sounded similar. And I was like, I wasn't talking to you. So it was like, calm down, I wasn't talking to you. Get out of here, basically. Someone could have thought that you were talking about them or that something you said was directed at them, no matter how you said it, where you said it, who you said it to, when in fact it wasn't. It's like guilty conscience. You know, if the shoe fucking fits, there you go, Cinderella. That's kind of what it feels like. So someone might have got upset over something that was said. I don't know when it was said. It could be recently, could have been in the past. But I feel like they pulled some BS because of it, because, you know, hurt people hurt other people. And that's just an excuse, you know. You shouldn't be hurting other people. Even if you are butthurt, just let it go. Just let it fly. You know what I mean? So what came out first is Archangel Raziel, Secrets of God. Here's all the universe's secrets. So it's like God sees, God knows, Spirit knows. No matter what label you use on source, they know. The light knows, basically. So the light knows who was right, who was wrong. And it's not just about who's right and wrong. It's about how you handle situations. And I guess that's kind of where the right and wrong comes in. You know, how you handle it. Because your opinions and thoughts, there's really no right or wrong with that. You're allowed to be angry and upset. It's just how you handle the situation. And I feel like one of you handled it properly and the other one did not. There's someone here who didn't, and source knows, spirit sees. They're being paid attention to, and I feel like karma is headed this person's way because they went above and beyond to cause problems for someone, potentially you, over nothing, for no reason, because they had this like little seed of doubt planted in their head. Or it wasn't even a seed of doubt, the seed was planted in their head because they were thinking that the world revolved around them. So whatever you were saying had to be about them. Oh my gosh, because you're just so enthralled with them when you weren't even thinking about this person, is what it feels like. And then we have Eye of Ra, the sun god. The sun god can seek vengeance, I'm just saying. But I want to say it's not really vengeance, it's retribution is what I'm feeling here. So the wheel of karma is spinning in your favor and not in theirs. And I kind of want a little bit more on what these secrets could be, or what was seen. What was seen behind the scenes that somebody thinks that nobody's aware of, you know what I mean? Beginnings, try again, new directions, start over. This could have gone on during a time when you were trying to start over, or this person's going to have to start fresh. So their world could be crumbling down around them. That's too much. All right, so what's up? What was seen? What was being done in the dark here? Well, this person abandoned you. They let go of you. And if they did it for all the wrong reasons. Probably based off from a lie. Bitterness. They did it for all the wrong reasons. Someone pulled some bullshit because they were bitter. They were bitter Betty. They saw something all wrong, was really what I want to say here. They were mad. But what were they mad over? Hurtful words. I don't know if this person said some hateful, hurtful shit about you behind your back or even to your face, and it sent you on, you know, a new path, or if they were just, they're bitter. Yeah, this person said something I shouldn't have. I feel like they did something. They didn't just say something. Give me more on the, oh, I'll put one of these. Hold on. Nightmare, psychic protection, shield, bad dreams. Well, you've been protected and shielded from this energy, from this situation, even if some of the energy kind of seeps through and makes you feel tired, or maybe you have a wonky dream or something. I don't know, like if someone's trying to send bad luck your way, just bad juju, bad energy. It, I don't know, for example, this was popping in my head, is like, I'm picturing someone sending the energy of, I hope you just drowned in your emotions. I hope that you're just filled with sorrow and whatever, you know, something along those lines. So the analogy would be drowning. And the only bit of that energy that hits you is you accidentally step in a puddle. And you're like, oh shit, my shoe's wet. Whatever, it'll dry. So it's like the energy is very minutely touching you, getting through, but not to the extent that this person wanted it to. But I kind of feel like, oh, I said in one of my latest readings, don't go chasing waterfalls by TLC. Stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to, which I said streams in that one because that's what popped in my head. But it's like, don't dabble with shit you don't understand. Don't get in over your head because you're not thinking clearly, because you're mad, because you're angry, because whatever, you know what I mean? Someone did. They were chasing those waterfalls, and when they found one, they didn't know what to do. Just came crashing down on them. Something's coming crashing down on someone. But yeah, there could be psychic attacks here and stuff, but I feel like I said, you just stepped in the puddle, you're fine, kind of thing. So I wouldn't worry too much about the energetic crap that people are sending your way if this is going to resonate, because it doesn't feel like it's smacking you in the face or anything. So instead of getting like wham right upside the head with the energy, you might get a little poke in the butt, like on your butt cheek. Whoop, I'm not dreaming, you know. I don't know why I'm using analogies like that. So anyways, let's get more on this, please. I keep hearing in my head, I see you. I see you. Even though you're hiding, I see you. So you could be sensing this person's energy, or sensing the change. You know that, I don't know, the energy isn't stagnant anymore for somebody. It's free flowing and moving forward. Which is probably why this is coming up in the first place, because I kind of feel like, how the hell? It almost feels like with all these setbacks and problems that were occurring around you at one point, it's like, how the hell are you where you're at now? How is this working out for you? How are you not giving up yet? Like, really? And I mean, oh, this is a good example. I just watched it the other day because I don't know, it kept popping in my head, and I'm like, screw it, I'm going to watch The Matrix, because I don't watch much TV. But anyways, this aspect of not giving up, the energy, is reminding me of The Matrix, when in the first one, where Neo is trying to kind of, I want to say relearn everything, but it's trying to release the conditioning. So it's opening his mind, expanding his mind so that nothing's impossible, basically. And there was a fight scene between him and one of the agents or whatever, and I think there was many of them, but there was one in particular, and he's battling with him, and the agent is like kicking the crap out of him. I think it actually did, quote unquote, kill him, but his will was stronger than that, and he came back and he was like this badass mofo, you know what I mean? Because it showed perseverance. It's like, if I can create my own reality, if none of this is quote unquote real, then how can I die? I'm not dead. You know, I don't know. That's what it's making me think of, even if that's not, you know, what was going on in that scene exactly, but that's just how I'm viewing it. So someone here overcame a lot of struggles, like something that would have just knocked anyone else down. That's usually how bullies are anyways. They do and say the things that would hurt them to others, because it's like, oh, if this would hurt me, it'll hurt you, but not always. It's like pick on someone your own size, and this person thought that they were picking on someone a lot weaker than them because you were new to all of this. You were new to something, so it could have to do with your psychic gifts and abilities, or a talent, a new job, like, oh, you don't know the ropes around here yet, kind of thing. Like, there's a learning curve in here for someone, no matter what we're talking about, and someone else was trying to kick you while you were just fresh out the womb, basically. It's like, so imagine just going through the awakening process and still trying to figure out things for yourself spiritually, and then all these attacks come in, or you get that new job and there's a shitty coworker who's just making your life hell and telling you that you know you need to do things this way because that's how the company runs, but they're actually just trying to ruin something for you or make you look foolish, taking advantage of someone while they're learning, while they're just starting out with whatever it is. That's what I feel here. It's like that bully is like, oh, you're in a weak place, I can get you. But you're like Neo, you just kept getting up, and you're like, no, you can't get me. That's what I feel with that. Ecstasy, yielding, rapture, bliss. Well, someone was definitely getting enjoyment out of your misery or out of any struggles you were going through. But it's like, I just want to be like, who's laughing now? They won't be laughing soon, or they're not anymore. Because if we go back to that bully analogy, once they can't get their victim, you know, gains the strength and fights back, or somebody else steps in and stands up for them, no matter what, it's just an example. That bully backs down and goes away and is embarrassed and ashamed, and it's like who, and then the victim and everyone starts laughing at them. So there's a turnaround here where whoever was mocking you, making fun of you, laughing at you, putting you down, causing problems, just thinking that it's amazing when things don't go right for you, like I said, the wheel of karma is turning in your favor and not in theirs. Who's laughing now? There's gonna be a moment where you're going to be putting someone in their place, and I honestly don't even feel like you're going to say it to them. So this isn't a what for to somebody, like I told you so. It's not that. You're going to tell this person or these people off by your success, by your will, by your strength, by your power, just how you stand tall in your convictions, basically. Like, you don't give up. And that's a strength that this person just doesn't have, which is why they're in that crappy energy in the first place. But it was like jealousy and envy here. But I keep staring at this card, financial win. It's just sitting on the top there. I made a bunch of cards with just different words on them. I wanted to try it out, but as I was mixing them up, that's the one that's on top. And because I keep staring at it, I feel like if you were down on your luck, they were above you financially, above you in whatever way, you know what I mean? You're gonna knock their fucking socks off, because something big is coming in for you, and it's something that they would have never anticipated. Like, they did not see this coming. Like, huh? Okay, now it's reminding me. I swear we watch these memes and little reels in movies and shit for a reason, because it always ties in to the energies that are upcoming in little ways. And this was something I saw a long time ago, but it's popping in my head. So pay attention to little things that just randomly pop up in your mind, even if it's just a meme or a saying or a song. It could be a sign for you to pay attention to within your situation, because that's how spirit talks to us a lot. It's through things that we can relate, so that we go, oh, okay, well, that could be with this person or this situation, you know what I mean, for yourself. But anyways, I don't know, they have these stupid story video things. They're like amateur videos. I don't know what they're called, but you have to download an app to finish the whole thing, and the acting is so stupid in them, really. But you get sucked into the storyline, you know. So, anyways, there was this one, and that's what's making me think of with this come up, is the basis of it all is there's this like billionaire dude who's undercover as a homeless guy, and he falls in love with this girl because she's just really nice to him. Like, she's always been sweet to him no matter what, because it's not about his money and whatever. It was just, you know, about who he is, and she was a kind person ultimately. And this example could pertain to a male or female, it doesn't matter. It's just that little skit thing that I'm talking about. And he gets treated like shit by this guy that ends up working for his company. So it's like he's treating his boss like crap and doesn't even realize it. You know, he's treating his superior, someone who could take everything away from him, you know, because he got this great opportunity. He had this financial win at this company, and it got taken from him because he shit on his boss, basically. So it's like, be careful who you say things to, because you don't always know who you're talking to. And now it's making me think of the old lady from Beauty and the Beast, where the beast shuns her and then she curses the whole castle, basically. It's like, you just never know who you're dealing with. It's not just that you never know what they've gone through, because we don't know what people struggle with. So be fucking nice. That's all I have to say. Be nice to thy neighbor, and thy stranger. Be vigilant, because there are creepers out there, but you can still be kind. So anyways, it's like, be careful who you say things to, because you never know the reach that they have, the clout that they have. You don't always know their stance in life. Someone said something to the wrong person. I don't think it was you, though. That's that like bully energy. Whoever the hell's in that energy, in that negative energy, I don't know if they were talking bad about you, or if they just said the wrong thing to someone very influential. And now it's going to go to them. Like, someone's going to be on the losing end, big time. Well, sucks to be them, I guess. Release your power. Hell, you could be the influential person that nobody recognized at first, and now, I don't know, you have more reach. What you say holds more weight now, if it's pertaining to you. Yeah, so there could be a secret that you know about this person, and I keep getting that, where they just don't want it out in the open, and now what you say holds more weight. More people would listen, they would believe you. And it's like, what? We can't let that happen. Well, there's nothing this person can do to stop you from doing or saying whatever the hell you're going to do or say, even if you're not. I just heard you won't win. So I don't know who's saying that to who or what, but all right. There we go. A powerful energy shift. I said that in the beginning. I felt like you could feel the energy shifting, something changing. There's forward momentum here. It's not just a powerful energy shift, it's a shift in power. There's a shift in power here. Whoever was superior before is on the bottom, and whoever was on the bottom before is superior now. And I'm not saying you want to be superior to anyone. It's just in this energy, in this situation, you didn't hold the power at the time. I think you did. You just were. It wasn't awakened within you yet, because it took a minute for Neo to even realize how powerful his mind is, how powerful he is in the Matrix. But anyways, yeah, there's a power shift. I just heard it's your turn. So it's your turn. It's not only just your turn to receive blessings, but it's your turn. It's your turn for what? What is it your turn for? It's your turn to take the lead. Well, that would be a power shift when somebody has the control to leave a relationship, no matter friend, family, otherwise, or to stay. Like if the ball's in their court, it's in yours now. That's the power shift here. Is if somebody comes in and apologizes, you have the power to say get bent, get out of here, and you probably wouldn't have done that before, for whatever reason. Because we can stick around in situations for a million and one reasons, you know, not just for financial reasons either, but for the chains that bind us, you know, with family ties and stuff too. Because I almost feel like I have to do this. I have to be submissive. But you're not submissive anymore with whoever this is. And this person's, they're bitter about it. They're not happy that you have this new beginning. I just keep wanting to be like, how the hell does this even happen? Well, I don't know. Let's see. What is this powerful energy shift? You all... That's so funny because that seriously just popped in my head. I was staring at the Eye of Ra and I heard you know. And that's right here. You already know. Light. Shine your light, baby. But you already... This has to do with the awakening process too for some of you. Like, it could have been a struggle. It usually is. I'm just going to say, seriously, it is. Anyone who's on a spiritual journey, you know, there are pitfalls. It's not all light. It's not all love and light. There's the shadow side you got to face, and you got to cry yourself that river and drown yourself in it and then pull yourself out, almost like a baptism. You got to baptize your own ass, basically, through your own struggles. But when you face that crap, it makes you stronger. It makes you powerful. Because when you realize that the stuff that was holding you back in the past is just basically a figment of your imagination now, because it's not happening anymore. It's just a memory. And then you can release it. It's not going to hurt you anymore. So it's like, I've already gone through that. If that happens again, it ain't going to hurt me this time. Or that past problem can't hurt me anymore because it doesn't exist in my current reality. Somebody's processed their own shit like that in that type of way, and that's why this shift is even happening. I never imagined so much perfection. Well, someone's looking at you with googly eyes, but you're shining bright. And if you're not shining bright right this second, we're getting ready to like high beam the bitch. You know what I mean? I don't know. Just you already know. Someone is really upset though, because they can't come along with you with where you're headed. Like, this path is closed to them. And it's more than that. You know when people get angry at themselves for, I shouldn't have said that, I shouldn't have done that, why I wasn't thinking, you know, if I could just take back what I said, everything would be fine. And then they that builds up inside them. So they're angry at themselves, and then they project it onto others, onto you, onto whatever, because they're just pissed off. Someone's holding on to a lot of like anger, because my chest hurts, and it doesn't hurt in a heart attack kind of way. It hurts in a, when you're stressed, you know, and it's not even panic attack. It just feels like, I don't know, like I'm squeezing all my muscles. I'm so pissed right now. Someone just has a lot of anger inside. I just heard, don't light that match, because there'll be an explosion with whoever that is. Yeah, there's someone who holds on to like resentment big time, like problems, issues, what have you. I don't really care about them. I want to know more about this powerful energy shift. That might be why they're even showing up here, this bitter Betty. They're recognizing your light. They're not just seeing your power. They're not just seeing the change in dynamic here. They're noticing something very significant about you. That they didn't see before. They might want to try again with you to rekindle something. But it's a total eclipse of the heart. Okay, so on both ends, because there's got to be balance. That's what's making me think of. So it's almost like whatever they do, you do the opposite. So it's like yin and yang here, but not because you complete each other. It's just opposing energies where, so with the total eclipse of the heart, if you were all in this situation trying to make it work, whether it is a romantic love situation or not, say you're all in, and then your heart eclipses into, I don't even know what I was thinking, I'm not interested anymore, you know, I'm done with the bullshit kind of stuff. You stop, and they were in that energy prior, now they're in that loving energy when you're not. So it's like, you can't always get what you want, but if you try sometimes, you just might find you get what you need. Well, they're gonna get what they need, and they don't want it. They didn't want you before, and they didn't know that they needed you. And now that they see your value, that they need you, they want you, and you're gone. I'm seeing some weird ass like visions when it comes to like analogies and stuff, because with this card I'm picturing like this person just going like sending their power, and you can do that with Reiki and anything. Like you can concentrate your energy. We are a lot more powerful than people even realize if you harness it correctly. You know what I mean? Like, regardless, I'm not going to dive into all that. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. But I'm picturing someone taking their energy and just concentrating it into one area, which is also how spell work works. Manifestation, your intentions, what you focus on the most becomes your reality. But anyways, in my mind, there was someone like pushing the ocean into a wall, like a tsunami basically, because that's what's going to be created here. And it's like holding back the water. You can only hold back the water for so long. You can only hold, which is emotion, because water represents emotion. Well, if it's a tsunami, that's gonna suck. Just saying, that's worse than a waterfall. If we're talking about feelings. But I feel like I don't know, because I'm just seeing this person pushing it back and holding it, keeping it back. You can only hold something for so long. You know what I mean? Before you get tired, before you run out of energy. You can only hold back for so long. You can only suppress for so long, which is kind of what I'm getting at. And then all of a sudden, this wall of emotion just tidal waves someone's ass. Someone's going to be getting in touch with their feelings really soon. But I don't feel like they feel their feelings in a very good way. And they're not going to handle it well. Yeah, someone's going to have like a tsunami of emotions just kind of crash at them. It's nothing you sent their way. It's nothing anyone sent anyone's way. This is someone who suppresses, and then has that fucking meltdown. It's the pressure cooker energy. It's all gonna hit them at once. That's what it is. But that's their karma, because all this shit hit you at once is what I want to say. Especially if I'm talking to somebody who does deal with different energies and stuff, energy work, whatever. You were going through the awakening process. You were bombarded, even if it wasn't energetically. But I feel like energetically trying to figure things during a time, no matter what the hell we're talking about, because I want to explain it in the most mundane way possible for some reason. You were going through a new experience. You were just starting out, just learning something, trying to gather your own bearings. Maybe you were dealing with some type of an emotional storm of your own, you know, going through the dark night of the soul and working through your own fucking shit. And during that time, whoever the hell this mofo is, they attacked you. They caused problems for you. They made life harder for you, is what I want to say. They weren't helpful. They were hurtful. But you still, when that fucking tidal wave or tsunami crashed over your head, you found your way to the top, even though it was disorienting. Even though you're like, I don't know which way is up. I'll figure it out. I'm good. I trust in the process. And then you caught your first breath, and it's like, okay, I'm not out of the water yet, but I didn't die. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it could be worse. So you kept a positive mindset through difficulties. Like, it could always be worse. I'm thankful for what I have. I'm thankful for this. I'm grateful for that. I'm going to see things in a positive light, even though there's really no light around me right now. I'm going to become the light. That's what you did during a dark time when someone was just fucking your day up left and right. When the wheel of karma turns around and kicks their butt, I don't think they're going to make it back to the top. They're going to get disoriented when that tidal wave or tsunami crashes over their ass, and they're not going to know which way is up, and they're going to give up. They're not a fighter. They're not as strong as you. And it's their own inner demons that I'm talking about, their own emotions. Like, their resentment and anger and all of that is what's going to eat them up. It's nothing anyone else is doing. But they might play the blame game, you know. Because if you're upset because of what somebody said or did, you always want to point the finger and go, well, you're an asshole for saying that. Well, yeah, they probably are. But you need to look in the mirror and ask yourself why it bothered you so much. You know what I mean? Like, why does what that one person say, or whatever they said, why does that hurt you so much? There's a reason. And once you face it and release it, yeah, the person's still going to be a dick, but you're not going to be bothered by it. I hope that makes sense. I feel like I'm just talking in circles for some reason, but we have money, money, money. Financial win, money. You ain't gonna be broke no more. That's what I want to say. There's a major financial win. And that's funny because that is what is sitting right here. Someone might be drinking their sorrows away. Yeah, because karma's coming for their ass. They might have tried to steal something from you. Like, take an opportunity to steal a person. I'm sorry, people can't be stolen. If some home wrecking hoe bag comes into your relationship and steals your man, your woman, whatever, male, female, doesn't matter, you have to want to be taken. Takes two, just saying. But anyways, I don't know. I just feel like I had this analogy a long time ago too. It's popping back in my head, which is kind of ironic. I don't remember what reading it was, but imagine building your foundation when you're just starting out. Building a foundation for yourself, your business, your life, whatever. And you know, you're doing everything right. You're doing it properly, so it's taking some time. And you're laying the bricks in the mortar. So you're just doing it so it looks nice, and you're doing it the right way. Whatever this foundation is for you, you are doing it the right way. And slow and steady wins the race. I'm just saying, because it's better to take more time and do something properly versus rush through it and have to redo it later. You know what I mean? No matter what we're talking about. So as you're building this foundation, this wall, someone, when you walk away to take a break or you go to sleep at night, someone starts poking bricks out of it or fucking it up somehow. And what I feel like, and I get up in the morning and I go back to my wall and I go, well, how did that happen? Oh shit, well, I'll take this row down, whatever, then I'll start over. So it's like someone kept trying to make you backtrack. You kept having to start again, redo something, go over something, over information. It could even be someone wanted you to go over something over and over and over and over and over in your mind, physically, whatever. Like, I want you just to stay focused on this. But now the way I'm seeing it, because that's how I saw the wall analogy in a different reading a few years ago. Now I'm seeing it as, taking a step back and looking at what you've built and realizing that those flaws in there aren't from you. Like, you didn't create that damage. So, I mean, whenever you have a problem, what do? You don't trash the whole thing. You're not going to tear down your whole house because you have one mouse in the house, which usually if you have one, you got many, just saying, because those little bastards breed like crazy. Speaking of, I gotta get traps. But anyways, you don't tear down the whole house just because you got a mouse. Or a spider shows up. You know what I mean? I know they have funny memes about that, but that would just be stupid. So, saying it like that, with whatever you're working on, say this is a project, a career, business venture, something like that, something that you're passionate about, something that would create money for you, stability, what have you. And it keeps getting fucked up. And then when you take a step back and look at it and go, all right, well, I didn't do that. That wasn't my fuck up. So how did this happen? And then you find the problem and you create the solution. So it doesn't happen anymore. You called the exterminator. The problem's gone. But it wants to come back. But you filled in all the cracks and holes I can't get through. So whoever this is, they really can't come back. But I kind of feel a level of arrogance where, yes, I can. Like, you'll always let me back in. I'll always find a way in. Saturday could be significant. I don't know why. I'll always find a way in. Yeah, because there's try again. Whoever this is only wants to try again because their butt hurt. Probably because you got money and they don't. I don't know. You're on the winning end of whatever the hell this is. Give me more on this money card. Excuse me. I just can't believe this. Yeah. You made a good decision. Which is Seven of Pentacles was what I was talking about with a wall. It takes time to build something. And sometimes other people can't see all the work that you've done because it's behind the scenes a lot of the times. They can't see the work that you've done on yourself, but they also can't see your ideas, what you're working on in private, because it's all underground. It's in the root system, but that's the foundation. The roots are the foundation of the tree. And they just see the top going, well, this friggin' tree is taking forever to grow. It ain't gonna grow. Like, you just keep trying. You're not gonna get that money. You're not gonna have the stability or the backing that you think that you will, because it's just a puny little tree. Well, guess what? Plants have a tendency of growing overnight. I swear to God. Like, one day you'll look at it, nothing, and it's like, oh, where'd that come from? That's kind of what this is. And Spirit's definitely helping you. And I feel like your patience is paying off. Your hard work is paying off. It was not all for nothing. Your efforts were not all for nothing. Because it's reminding me of the avocado pit or seed that I had. And I heard that they're really, they can be difficult to grow because they can take time. Like, it takes time for it to crack and do all that and whatever. Well, my avocado tree is like that big now. And at first I was like, I don't even know if this will take off, but I'll try it. It did. It did. So this idea could be, pay attention to the side things I say, because whenever I'm in energy, it usually pertains to messages for someone. But it's like maybe you were hopeful that something would work out, but you didn't have high hopes. Like I don't know if it will or not, but I'm gonna give it a go. And this risk is paying off for you, or it will if you haven't already taken it. But I feel like this is something you've been working on, so it's something that's already in the works for you. People just saw that puny little sapling, and now you're this massive fucking tree, and they're like, how did that happen? Because you followed your dreams. This isn't just about manifestation and praying your ass off. This is putting the work in. You've earned this. And that bitter Betty over there, male, female, doesn't matter, they can just get on up out of here. Give me more on this asshole. I don't know. He's pissing me off. It's probably a he because I said that, but it could be a she. Well, those cards just kind of went everywhere. Whatever. We'll just see what's left in the deck. Everything happens for a reason. That doesn't even go in this deck. What's that? Guilt. Oh, they're gonna feel guilty. Off and on, hot and cold, detached, ghosted. This person might be feeling guilty because they ghosted you. And now they're not part of your world. Like, they're not... They can't even sit under your fucking tree. You know what I mean? Like, whatever you've built, whatever you got going on, you don't want to befriend them, talk to them, nothing. That they're going to be very angry with themselves, and they might take it out on you or someone. It's because they couldn't see the big picture. They couldn't see the vision. They couldn't see the dream. Because look, her dream is quote-unquote invisible. Only she can see it. Because it's what she wants. He or she. It's just a chick in the card. Nobody else sees this vision, this dream, this goal. They don't... It's like... Okay, how do I want to say it? So, for example, if you want to own your own business, and we'll just use this as a mini example. It could be anything. I'm just trying to think of the easiest way to say it. Say you make candles. And you want to start selling them. So it's like, I want to sell candles for a living. I'm really good at it. You know, my friends and family seem to like them. So I'm going to do that. And then you've got somebody, this bitter person over here going, could be more than one person too, going, there are so many candle makers out there that how the hell are you even going to be able to compete with them? You know, are your candles really that much better? It's not about how many people do the same thing. It's about, do you love it? Is it a passion of yours? Because if you love something enough, if you want it enough, if you're talented enough, if you're good at whatever this is, you can make it happen. And you are. Someone is. Someone's making something happen. Your candles are the best damn candles ever. Because it's making me think of like someone poo-pooing on it going, I wouldn't even bother. That's a bad idea. You know, you're going to waste money versus make it because it costs the overhead and no one's going to buy them or very few people will. And you're going, oh, maybe you kind of toy with it. Like, I don't know, maybe I should take their advice or I'll ask a few more people. But I used to say all the time, and I stand by this, you already know. The answers are within you, especially with shit you want. And when it pertains to something better for your own life, listen to yourself above anyone else, because even the people with the best of intentions don't always have our best interests at heart. You know what I mean? Because selfishness runs rampant. It just does, especially if someone sees that you could be more successful than them. They're like, okay, yeah, you're not going to surpass me. I'm going to give you this advice. And maybe take your idea. That could have happened. But anyways, I feel like whatever this is, it doesn't matter if anyone, quote unquote, took your idea or stole that from you. I did see theft. They can't execute it in the same way you can because they're not you. It wasn't meant for them. So it's like anyone can make candles, yeah, but there is a trick to it, you know, when it comes to the certain scents that you use, mixing waxes, whatever's like, there's an art to it. There's an art form. But anyways, going back to the original analogy with candle making and someone poo-pooing on it, you start it up, you ignore them and go, okay, well, I'm just going to try. I'm just going to try. We'll just see what happens. And all of a sudden, your candles are bigger than Yankee Candle. Like, they're in every fucking house. And that person's going, what? I did not see that coming. Yeah, they didn't see it coming because it wasn't their dream. It's not for them. they're going to be so mad because they're not going to be part of it. They can just buy your fucking scented candles and burn it and cry themselves to sleep at night with the sweet scent of hot cocoa and something. I don't know. Whatever the fuck they choose to burn. Hot chocolate could be significant, or this could be taking place in a colder climate or during like winter time. Jezebel. Someone might have thought someone was a hoe, and they're feeling like shit. Okay, is this separate? I don't know if this is separate or if this is the same person, but there's an energy in here where I feel like, oh yeah, closing the cycle, backstab. So whoever's feeling guilty, someone's feeling like shit for trying to trap you, for trying to set a trap or trying to trap somebody else. Because I feel like, what was that with the Jezebel thing? Like, where this could have happened to somebody where, say you like someone. I mean, this could have been like happening about, like, someone could have been calling you that, and like your love interest or someone who is interested in you, even if you're unaware that they're interested, they could have told this person that you're a whore. Basically, you got STDs, you get around like you go town bicycle, basically, male, female, doesn't matter, which turned them off from you. Like, I don't want to get tangled up with that if everyone's been there, you know. But it wasn't true. It was because whoever said that lie had the hots for you. So whoever got told that lie and believed that lie got stabbed in the back by someone they trusted. They might be feeling like shit for believing what somebody else said, or for rolling with gossip and crap. That's kind of what it feels like. They could be getting readings on you, or readings, like tarot readings, are significant here. Reckless love, sex. Somebody got a reading wrong. Not a reader reading it wrong, but somebody misinterpreted information. Didn't I start this reading saying that somebody thought you were talking about them or talking to them or saying something about them, and you weren't? So if you are a reader, because I do talk to a lot of light workers, if you're a tarot reader, someone got the info wrong. They thought you were talking like to them the whole time, like about their life, about whatever. But like I said, Cinderella, if the shoe fits, don't make anything fit. I mean, in the true Cinderella tale, the ugly stepsisters cut their fucking heels off just to make the shoe fit. Like, why would you want to hurt yourself just to fit in, just to take on certain information? Because that's all that will happen. Is if you take on messages that aren't for you, that aren't your own, all it does is cause problems. It can cause a lot of pain in your own situation. So use your discernment with readings, especially general readings. Getting a reading is significant, so I'm going to leave that one out. Let's see. Let's get one more of these. Getting a reading. I just heard you didn't pay me. So did someone get gypped? Like, did you read for someone and they never paid you? Okay, I don't know why I want to say this, but I'm gonna. It just popped in my head. So, with legitimate readers, you know, if you're a psychic, medium, you're a tarot reader, whatever, when spirit works with you, they know when someone's going to scam you. They know when there's going to be a problem, even if they don't let you know. You know, and you go through with, like, say you somebody, I don't know how it could be just lesson wise, but regardless, where to learn your lesson so that you get the money up front. But I've actually had someone one time get a refund, and even though I had proof that I supplied the service, they still got their refund, and I put their ass on blast for that. And I was like, any readers, don't read for this person, just saying. So what goes around comes around. But regardless, even if the reader is unaware, of the scam, I guess, the scammer. Spirit's aware. So you might get cryptic messages or the wrong messages. Blank. There's nothing there. Because Spirit's like, bitch, you don't need to know. You can't make that up. I mean, like, seriously, that's just sitting right there. Oh, with spirit communication, the dead speaks, seeing orbs and other things. I mean, you could be seeing orbs and other things, but I was just talking about when spirit communicates with a reader. You're not going to get the information that you seek. You're not going to get the answers that you want if you're out there scamming people. So it's like if you have bad intentions, Spirit will mess with you right back. Somebody could have messed with a reader. Just a player, sex only. Sagittarius could be significant here. I almost feel like this ghosted energy might have, whoever this person is who ghosted you, might have gotten a reading on you or about the situation, and it scared them away from you. Or if you are a reader, they're scared of you. Unenlightened people usually do get a little scared, but that's okay. Regardless, they were either scared of you because you are a reader, or they got a reading and it freaked them out. I don't think it was a reading that said, like, oh, this person's just going to play you kind of thing. I feel like that was their intentions here. If you're the reader, you might have scared them away because you knew their intentions. But I feel like a reading purposefully scared someone because they don't belong in your energy. They don't belong here. Yeah, 888, karma. What goes around comes around. Reward for your efforts, great success ahead in career and relationships. I don't know, good things are coming your way, so I'd be happy about that. Going it on my own, all alone. Here I go again on my own. You're doing this all on your own. You've done this all on your own. You don't need anyone to hold your hand, you know what I mean? You don't need anyone to help you along the rest of your journey because you got this far by yourself, basically. And I'm not saying that love isn't going to come into your life or, you know, that you're going to be lonely, because being alone and lonely are two separate things. I feel like it has to do with a project or some path that you're on, something that you're working on that you love, a passion of yours. You've done this on your own. You created this. You've made it this far. You don't need anyone's help. And this person might get upset because you're their money ticket. They see dollar bills with something you're doing. They didn't see it before. Like I said, who's laughing now? They were laughing at you because your candle business is a joke. And now you make the best candles known to man, you know? So somebody just didn't have faith in you. I'm going to pull some of those cards that I made. I haven't finished all of them, but there's quite a few, and shuffling them is kind of a pain in the rear end, but we'll just see how that goes, you know what I'm saying? So let's see. All right. I just wanted to start singing the song Noel. Noel, Noel, the angels did sing. I don't know the words to that, whatever it means to you. It just popped in my head, but the angels are singing on your behalf, just saying. So let's see. Well, you really can't make it up. There's music. And I just started singing that song. So pay attention to song lyrics, music that randomly comes up in your mind, on the radio, even on a playlist, I mean, if you have a playlist and it's not random and you know the order of the songs, that's not what I'm talking about. Um, okay, like for example, this is kind of a sad example, but the other night, I think it was Saturday night, I was outside. I stayed up till like almost 2 o'clock in the morning with my son. We were having a fire, and we were mainly doing it because the cat has been MIA, and I told him when she didn't come home for supper on Friday night, I was like, I think she's gone, basically. And he's like, nope, nope, nope. Nobody wanted to believe it in the house. And I was like, well, you know, you gotta keep hope. Cats run off sometimes and come back. But she's old. She has habits. Like, she has patterns. And she never misses a meal. And she likes her catnip, just saying. But anyways, um, I was like, oh, we should listen to some music. So we had to wait for the speaker to charge or whatever. And then when it finally charged up enough, he used his playlist, which I don't even know what music he has because he's got like a bunch of different playlists and he's got a very eclectic list. So it starts off with like classic rock, and then it goes into alternative, and there's country. There's all kinds of different songs in there, and artists and stuff. But the first two songs that came on, one was about death. I can't remember the names of them now, but I'm listening to the lyrics and I'm like, oh, it's that one. Is it American? I can't remember. But it's like, I took my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. And these good old boys drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this will be the day that I die. That song. And then I'm not coming home was part of the lyrics of the next one. She still hasn't returned. I just had a feeling that that's I'm like, what are the odds that the first two fucking songs that come on here are basically making me think about that cat not coming back? So pay attention to the lyrics with things, because they do speak to you. They speak to whoever's willing to listen. We have hired hitman. It's making my chest hurt really bad. I don't know if that's the angry person. That could be part of the secret. The letter H could be significant for some of you. We have the letter B and the letter C. So someone's name could start with B or C. Or a CB radio. I want more on this hired hitman. What is that about? Because it could just be someone who was coerced or hired into causing problems, being a pain in the ass. Don't forget. Maybe you haven't forgotten about something that happened here, because I saw blackmail too. And you got your poker face on. Well, here's your wake-up call. Information's coming in soon, and there's something significant to do with someone's Wi-Fi connection. I want a little bit more on this hitman energy. Hired hitman. We have the Six of Swords with Temperance. Archangel Michael could be very significant with this. This is moving on, moving forward, healing. You know what's really weird? There's someone here that was paid or coerced in some way. I don't know if they're paid with money or by other means, to do something to you. I don't know what they were hired to do to you. Because it might not be, you know, end all be all kind of thing. Could be a scare tactic, or could be a scare tactic because I feel like there's some type of communication here. Someone was hired or persuaded into moving towards you, but you were definitely protected. Give me more on this. The Hermit. Could have been a Virgo, whether you're a Virgo or they're a Virgo. We have Sagittarius here too, but I did see Sagittarius earlier as well. This is, I don't know, if someone was paid to get to you in some sort of way, I feel like you were drawn to spend time alone, to pull away from the world, to keep to yourself, to keep information to yourself, to just keep to yourself. Whether you were worried or scared or overthinking shit or not, you were basically guided to zip the lip, to shut up, and to not be out in the open as much during a certain time. And because you listened, this person couldn't get to you. They couldn't do whatever they were planning or whatever was supposed to happen here. It just couldn't happen because they couldn't get you alone because you weren't out in the open enough for them to see you, to interact with you, to deal with you, to do this. You know what I mean? Like if you're just a homebody, you stay home all the time, or during this time, whatever it is to you, you just felt the urge to pull away and like, oh, I'm gonna stay on the couch and read books all day. I'm not gonna go out here and do that. I'll go get groceries and whatever, but I'm gonna lay low just because I'm tired. The spirit could have made you tired. They could have energetically drained you so that you kind of didn't want to do certain things for your own protection. Because someone's alone time actually saved them from, either literally saved them or saved them from a whole world of BS. So if that's resonating, you listen to yourself, and that's what saved you. That's what protected you. You protected yourself by keeping things to yourself and just keeping to yourself, period. I'm stressing somebody else out. Because I almost feel like, how am I going to get to you? How am I going to do this? I can't reach you. Yeah. You couldn't be reached. Make sure to drink plenty of water. Someone could have been practicing candle magic as well. Something to do with someone's stepmother is significant. Oh, and then there's the Empress. So, yeah, somebody's mother or stepmother could be involved in this situation. I don't know why. But yeah, music is very, very, very important. So that's where I'm going to leave this one. I don't really want to leave it here because I kind of want to just get just a smidge of advice. Well, let's see what the Hermit Tarot has to say with that. I feel the same way. So somebody understands where you're coming from, or they have, the same feelings for you as you do for them. Or about a situation. They might feel the same way about a situation. Someone's got those sexy feels. This isn't really advice, just saying. I'm obsessed with your body. I need more time. I have so much desire for you. Happiness is my priority. You're my everything. Well, that took a turn. Didn't I say someone felt guilty or bad for pushing you away or rejecting you in the past? Well, this might be how they're feeling now. This is the only card I left on the table is money. And all this obsessed fucking shit's coming out beside it. So be weary of, that's the advice here. Especially when you come into money, or if you're more successful than you were and things are on the up and up for you. They're looking up, and then someone comes in with this like passionate energy, love bombing bullshit. I would stay clear of them. 333 could be significant. Yeah, I want a fresh start with you. This person, there's someone here that's going to come in for whoever and be like, I. They're going to love bomb the crap out of someone. Like, I'm so sorry, I never said this before, but I've been holding it back this whole time. Well, maybe they have been holding it back, but either way, this is like temporary energy where it's like hot and heavy. They come in hot and it burns out fast, basically. You know what I mean? I'm not saying the coals haven't been burning below the surface with this person, but I don't trust it. I just don't trust it. You make my heart full. But then the Ace of Pentacles, I see an opportunity because I couldn't get to you before. That hitman energy. Couldn't get to you before. Someone couldn't get to you before, but now I can. An X could be significant. I don't know. Excuse me, sir. Someone might say sir, ma'am a lot, or you might say that like, sir, what? Me, selfish. This person is very selfish. Yeah, all this energy is kind of selfish too. It's not about the other person. Happiness is my priority. Well, happiness is our own priority. You know, if you're not happy, nobody else can make you fucking happy. You have to be happy with yourself, within yourself, in order to be happy. Nobody can provide that for you. But I looked at that in a very selfish way. So I don't know if this person's going to look at you in a selfish way like that. Like you're being selfish because you're happy without me kind of shit. I need more time. That could be the excuse here. I just needed time. I need more time. You don't know how bad I want you. You don't know how you make me happy. I want this. You're my everything. What? You're not their everything. This is their everything. Money, money. Is there anything else we need to know with this energy? Don't rush things. No shit. Wasting your time. Ghosting. Well, take your time in this situation because, okay, I can't talk for some reason. Some of you might actually want to speak to this person, like, because I feel the same way as here. So this is just for some of y'all. If this is making you think of someone that you absolutely cannot stand, then it ain't for you, basically. But with that mutual energy, I feel like there is mutual passion. So you probably find this person attractive. They find you attractive, you know, that type of thing. But I feel like they're more hot and heavy in the fantasy department than you are. And because of that minor interest, Spirit's saying, don't rush things when this person comes in to talk to you because they're going to try to push something along. Like, love bomb, rush. You know, when you should be taking your time, getting to know each other and dating and doing whatever. It's like, oh, let's really get to this kind of thing. Your advice is don't rush with this person in the situation because their true colors are going to be shown. You're going to see that they're just wasting your time. I mean, if you want to test drive them out, that's one thing. Just go into it with those intentions, you know what I'm saying? Like, if that's what you want, but because I feel like that's all that this is going to be. It's a very physical connection. But I feel like this is the type of person that would hang on for all the wrong reasons, especially if money's involved. So I don't know if they're going to want you because they see success with you or you got some money. Or if someone's paying them to do this. Because the hitman thing, it could be, it popped in my head about somebody trying to sleep with you. Well, they can't connect with you if you're hiding away at home reading books, you know what I mean? This person couldn't get to you before. They couldn't connect with you in that way. But they might try. Yeah, 777. Spirituality and intuitive energy. Getting in touch with your inner self. Raise your own consciousness about what you want and need along your journey. But I feel like you're spiritually intelligent now, where you have a better understanding of your own intuition and you trust yourself more than you ever did before, and more than other people. You know what I mean? Like, if you have a feeling, you're going to trust that over what somebody says, what they tell you, because you know that words are cheap. I don't know, someone's going to come in and try to get into your good graces. They're going to try to get into your pants is what they're going to do. But money's a strong motivation here. I'm not really sure where the money's coming from, if it's like you have it or if someone's paying them or not. But it's a strong motivator. They might be broke. Whoever this is in need of money, and that might be why they're doing it or why they did this. So if this has already happened, they needed money, and if someone was like, oh, hey, I'll give you X amount of dollars to go sleep with so-and-so or to go do whatever, they took them up on the offer. And if it hasn't happened, they're gonna. But they couldn't get to you. I keep wanting to say that. Insights, new ideas, and epiphanies can warn you of upcoming problems. This is Archangel Uriel, light of God. Well, Uriel is warning you of an upcoming problem, because I was just sitting here saying I don't know if it's already happened or if it's coming up. For some of you, it could have already happened, but I kind of feel like it's coming up. Anyways, that's what I have for you guys. I love you guys so much. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.